What's up guys, welcome back to CardSpot. My name is Ethan and today we are showing off the first place deck list from my Edison locals last week. It is Hero Frogs and it was actually yours truly that managed to take it out. So we'll quickly go through the deck list and then we'll get into playing some matches with it. So what we can see, we got a Fader for some blocking of attacks and tribute fodder. 3 Kais because it's the best tribute summon monster in the game. We've got a Dandelion because you can foolish it off Future Fusion by revealing Gaia and dumping it and a hero. 2 Mellies to dump off Future Fusion by revealing Absolute Zero. 2 Dupes to dupe lock. 1 Hero Ocean, so this is the hero that you dump off Future Fusion because it has to be an elemental hero to go into Gaia. Stratos because it searches all your heroes. Gauze, again, battle blocker and tribute fodder. Junk Synchron because you can bring back any of your frogs and then just synchro away into Junk Warrior or another level 5 or other levels if you've got Treeborn or Dandy tokens or whatever. Riser for more because it's the second best kind of tribute summon. I find that this deck needs a lot of tribute options. I even tempted to play a Thestalos as well because you just always want something to tribute summon. 3 Substitodes because it's your best starter. 2 Swaps. I could see an argument for pushing this up to 3, but realistically 2 is fine. You don't want to see it all the time, particularly if you've already got like a Substitode. So yeah, 2 seemed about right. 2 Treeborn Frogs because it just keeps on coming back. And a Unifrog, honestly, I could cut this. It really didn't come up that much. There was only one time where my opponent had a back row that they were wanting to keep, and I normal summon this and go to attack, and they have to waste a battle fader on it to keep their back row alive. Then we got spells, Brain Control, because obviously tributing opponent's monsters is better than your own. E to search out Stratos and Ocean. Future Fusion to dump for Gaia or Absolute Zero. 1 Heavy Storm, obviously back row removal. 3 Miracle Fusion because it is so easy to get to your frogs and it's so easy to get to your heroes. MST, more back row removal, 1 for 1, so this gets you to Substitoad, or it gets you to Treeborn Frog, depending on what you need. Rota, this obviously gets you to Stratos or Ocean, but it also gets you to Junk Synchron, which is really good, like searchable level 5 Synchro basically. 1 Mirror Force, 3 Regeki Breaks to just unbrick your hand. Regeki Break is really good, and it's this or Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. But there are certain situations where Regeki Break is really good just to pop something, and you'd already have the 3 rises in the main, so the bouncing is sort of already kind of handled, but this could easily be 3 Phoenix Wing Wind Blasts, a TT and a Dust Shoot. For the extra deck, we got a Fortress Dragon because there's heaps of machines at my locals, 2 Absolute Zeros, 1 Gaia. This really, I could play 3 Absolute Zero and drop the Chimera tech if you don't have any machine players. 1 Catasta, 1 Armory Arm, 1 Black Rose, 1 Brio, 1 Colossal Fighter, 1 Urukizas, 1 Goyo, 1 Junk, 1 Magical Android, 1 Stardust, 1 Thought Roller. Very generic Edison synchros. For the side deck, 2 Cyber Dragons because A, it's tribute fodder, and B, there's a lot of machines at my locals. 2 DD Crow, which came really helpful in round 3 versus Vayu Turbo. 1 Kaiku, same reason. 2 Vanity's Fiend. Honestly, Vanity's Fiend was really clutch. Like, I cited this in a lot and it was really good. 1 Econ, 1 Soul Exchange just to get rid of your opponent's pesky monsters. 2 D Prison. Didn't really come up a lot and honestly could probably be something else. 2 Dust Tornado and 2 Lightning Imprisoning Mirror for the deck that you saw in the last video I did of these Chaos Fairy. So that is the deck. Let's get into some matches. Alright, match 1. We're going to lead it off with Scissors. We win the dice roll, well, the RPS. So we'll go first. Let's see what kind of hand we're going to get dealt with here. So we've got Treeborn, Substitoad, Stratos and Mally, and then MST and Miracle Fusion. So this is kind of a rough one. This will be where I just kind of want to set the Treeborn pass. If they kill it, then it comes back. We have more fodder for Substitoad. We don't have a great search of Stratos right now. So I think I'm going to do just that. It's either this or Substitoad, go into swap, bounce, swap back, but that doesn't really get us much here. I think I'd rather keep the Substitoad for next turn. We could set the MST, but if they don't set anything, then our Treeborn's turned off, so I'd rather just keep it in hand and snipe whatever they set. So we'll just pass there. Summon down a quest. Yes, that is good. Gladiator beast a quest, so it will kill the Treeboron frog and be able to tag out. Let's see what they tag out for. I'm guessing it's going to be Retiari, banish the frog, which is unfortunate. That's about the worst it could be. Yeah, that's a big old shame, but we are going to have some back row to MST, I guess. Dust Shoot's pretty good, because they'll be drawing to 2 cards in hand. Are they going to Dust Shoot us? No. Okay, cool. So we could Stratos and try and get over this Retiari. The problem is, if they have Wabaku now, and we blind MST into Wabaku, that really sucks. So I think at this point I'd rather summon the Stratos, try and attack over the Retiari, and then Dust Shoot them in their draw phase to try and hit out a monster out of their hand. And then we have the MST follow-up if needed, and we can always sub next turn, I think. I think that's the go. So we'll normal Stratos and go grab an Ocean. They're going to War Chariot it right off the bat. Okay, cool. Well, there goes our Stratos. That's a rough one. Now the question is, what is that other set? I think we are just going to set 2, because I don't want our Dust Shoot to get popped, and we'll pass the turn. Okay, let's fling on this Dust Shoot and see what they've got hiding in their hand. They're going to solemn it? What do you got to think about? They have a Dust Shoot of their own. Rescue Cat, Tiger, Hoplomys. That is a pretty stacked hand. What is the hardest thing to deal with right now? Probably the Rescue Cat. Yeah, I think it's gonna be the Rescue Cat. And they got Tiger, Hop, Dust. We'll make a note of that. Alright, cool. Tiger, Hop, Dust. This is going to be a rough one, because we don't have a Fader. A Fader would go really hard here. Hoplomys comes down. Yeah, that's fine. A Mirror Force would be pretty sweet too. We got nothing worth banishing. I mean, they could banish the Stratos. The good part is that we're not going to take a whole heap of damage. And also, if they don't banish this, the Stratos, which I'm pretty sure they will, I will chain this, get punished. It's not really punished, it just stops their +1. It was a Solemn that they were thinking about. Yeah, I already took it. Yeah, okay. They must have just misclicked. Retiari comes out to banish the Stratos. No, a quest to add back Chariot. Okay. Set the Dust Shoot. Ooh, we need to draw into a water here. Come on. Yes, we do. Okay. This is kind of fine, because they can't send back the Miracle Fusion, and they can only send back one of the waters, so we can at least get to an absolute 0 this turn. And we know that's a War Chariot face down. So then we can just start beating over things. We know they have a Test Tiger in hand. Sending the sub back, that is the correct one. Let's just summon it and then to top of deck and shuffle. And take the Hop out of there, because I know that we have no Hoplomys in hand now. It is just the Test Tiger in hand and the Chariot face down. Okay, so interesting thing here, we could try and force out the Chariot by summoning the Unifrog, attacking with it, and then it forces out the Chariot because they would always just activate it rather than letting it live. And then Miracle Fusion Unifrog Stratos into absolute 0. They can Test Tiger into like a Murmelo, but what does that do exactly? It's always going to counter whatever they have. I think that's pretty decent. So let's do that. Normal summon Unifrog. Go to battle. And attack directly. And declare effect. Whoops. Okay. Well, we got in for a whopping 400. Okay. I think we might as well just Miracle Fusion it up here. Yeah, we'll go and attack. And pass. This is unfortunate because they can chariot the absolute zero. Excuse me. They can chariot the absolute zero now. They go for the Gyzaris, blow this up. Yeah, and then we declare. And then they chariot. Yeah. Yeah, this is not looking so hot. There's going to be a bit of damage. It's unfortunate, just that Retiari off the start, just, yeah. Perhaps the play was to lead off Stratos, just to be a bit bigger, because then they wouldn't have been able to attack directly over whatever we had with that Equest. They could have Test Tigered though, they do still have a Test Tiger in hand. Retiari Secutor. Sure. Okay. So the Future Fusion... It's really unfortunate that we have that Mally sitting in the hand. Really unfortunate. The Future Fusion could get us a couple of Dandy tokens to keep us alive. Does this do anything for us? Dandy tokens to keep us alive, but realistically we're on 19. They have a Test Tiger. And I think they've got this. We might as well not show them any more cards than we need to. Okay, so we're going to be going first here. So Deep Prison feels pretty nice against this, just to stop their attacks. Probably also Enemy Controller. Vanity's Fiend as well, right? Like if they can't special summon, they can't do anything. They don't really have anything that gets over it. Don't really care about Kaiku. Cyber Dragon, not really a great pairing with Vanity's Fiend. Soul Exchange, we're going to be going first. So I think these are fine. Because we're going first, we can leave in the Dust Shoot. Here is where the Unifrog, I think, does need to come out. What else? We can drop a Riser for the Vanity's Fiend. We could probably drop the E as well. Tempted to drop a Miracle Fusion just because Retiari is a thing. We may not have as many targets as usual. Maybe we'll drop the 1-for-1 as well. And call it a day. Alright, let's see. Now that we know what we're playing, let's see what this can get us. This is an interesting hand. Okay. So I think here we're just going to lead off sub. Normal summon, declare. Go grab a swap. And declare. And grab a Treeborn. And then I think we just bounce back the swap for fodder and set the Raigeki break and pass the turn. Because we can pitch the swap off the Raigeki break Yeah, your standby phase is good. Or we can pitch the ocean to special swap. So they normal summon Retiari, so that's fine. If they go into battle, we can just Regeki break that. But Test Tiger comes down. That's fine. So it's going to shuffle Retiari back into the deck and probably go for Bestiari, I'm guessing. Maybe thinking like they're going to try and hit a battle trap before attacking. Oh, it is Retiari, just to banish our Treeborn. Okay, that's fine. Can you... yeah, doesn't say. But I am going to pitch... I think we pitch the ocean here. Just because if we have a water in hand, we can special the swap, which gets us to Caius if they set any back row. And if not, it puts a hero in our grave, so we now have a hero and a water in grave. So we could actually just Miracle Fusion into Absolute Zero and get 2500 on the board. The problem is Absolute Zero doesn't pair very well with Torrential Tribute. So here I'm kind of just tempted. They've set no back row, so I kind of anticipated Gauze. So if I just summon the Swap Frog, mill another Treeborn, set a Torrential, I think that's okay. Because if they bring the Gauze down, they're always going to summon a Gladiator Beast. Declare. And their Retiari's in the graveyard, which makes it a little bit harder to access, because they have to access it through a quest or Darius now. We'll get in for 1,000. Oh, they're going to drop Gauze on the 1,000. No. Okay, cool. And I'll set the TT and pass. Because we have to just keep them off attacking. That's the whole thing with... they're playing 2. I will TT that. The whole thing with Gladiator Beasts is if you can keep them off attacking and if you can sort of refrain from committing to the field, they have nothing to pop and gain advantage off. So I'm thinking here we could sub into something and then Miracle Fusion. But I think here I just want a Miracle Fusion now that I have the Dust Shoot back and Caius backup. So we can banish Ocean, banish Sub, grab an Absolute Zero. It's not great, like making Absolute Zero while they have no monsters on field is not a great feeling. But we do have the Caius backup. It's just sometimes you just have to use it as a beater. So they take 2/5. Main 2 we set the Dust Shoot. I think we could have brought back Treeborn there too actually. Whoops. Oh well. Pass the turn. And we'll fire off this Dust Shoot. So 5 in hand. We're going to get full hand knowledge now. So this is interesting. Right, so Hedgeguard keeps whatever they have from being destroyed by battle. Test Tiger. Test Tiger is the immediate threat. Like, we don't care about a quest or Laquari right now. Bottomless, we don't really care about right now either. So I think it's got to be the... I mean, it's tricky. At least they take damage with Hedgeguard. So I think probably it's Test Tiger. And I'm just going to note Hedge, lack, a quest, BTH. So now their only players summon Glad Beast, Special, Test Tiger. Even then, if they go into like a Murmillo, yeah. Yeah, oh sorry, not Test Tiger, but Hedgeguard, rather, yeah. Yeah, Murmillo, sure. And then we declare. They set the Bottomless and pass. So we now know that they have just the Laquari in hand. And we can special back the frog. So they're on 27. We could dupe lock them. So we normal sub. We tribute Treeborn for a swap. Dump probably another sub. No, we're out of subs. Attack for 1100. Tribute swap off for dupe. Tribute substitute for dupe. They can't attack into either of them with that Laquari. That seems right. Declare. Tribute. Where is that swap frog? And declare swap. Dump. What have we got to dump? Yikes. Shouldn't have declared swap. I was still thinking we had Unifrog. That's a bit of a misplay. Well, this plan doesn't work out now. We have to dump that. Okay. Battle phase. We'll get in for 1100. Main phase 2. Do we bounce the substitute so that it's less damage? Or do we just sub into a dupe and defense? We'll do that. Damn, I wish I hadn't activated that swap frog. And then declare back to hand. So worst comes to worst, we can always swap and then tribute for Caius. But we do have that bottomless to contend with, so we're going to need something else. Here's the Laquari. Yep. Attack into. They're getting low. They probably don't have a second Murmillo, but they can probably go into Darius maybe and bring back for an extra body, just to try and get a Murmillo or Retiari back in rotation. Or they go for a quest to add them back to hand. Yeah, I go for a quest. Add the Retiari back into rotation. Yep, okay. Standby, we'll grab Treeborn. Main phase 1. So we can drop this Caius, target a quest. They're forced to bottomless it. It's almost worth specialing swap and attack. We have a Caius follow-up next turn. But we have to target this quest right now. For some reason my click to target's not working. Yep, that's cool. We know they've got a Retiari in hand. I think we're okay to pass here. Let's just hope that they don't draw into any more back row. Retiari's fine. Take that 800, just get lower and lower and lower. They're on 600. Laquari, sure. Gauze is interesting. Standby, we'll get a Treeborn back. So they're within range for us to kill them with swap. So if we summon Caius, banish the Laquari, if they chain this back row to Caius, we can just special swap for game. Yeah. Okay, cool. We got it. All right. What are we going here? So we'll be going second. So in which case, Dust Shoot's not so nice. Soul Exchange is better. Does make Cyber Dragon a bit better. It is good bottomless bait. I don't love Vanity's Fiend so much going second, because if they've already special summoned it can be... Well, maybe we'll leave one in. And chuck a Riser back in. Drop down a Raigeki Break. I think the D-Prisons are still pretty strong versus Glads, so I kind of want to keep them in. Maybe we'll drop the enemy controller as well in favor of the Soul Exchange. Just because you can't do that nice standby phase enemy controller Treeborn combo going second generally. Without them already having built a board when you're trying to dump your Treeborn turn 1 anyway. Okay, I'm liking the look of this. Soul Exchange away something. So we open Junk Synchron, Rise of the Storm Monarch, Soul Exchange, Swap Frog, Caius. Then a normal summon Retiari, set 3 pass. Do they have a Dust Shoot for us? Does not appear that way. Okay. Alright, so let's think. We could normal summon the swap, dump a Treeborn. But if we Soul Exchange, we get to wipe one of the back row and banish. And I tend to want to banish the back row more than just spin it with Riser. I feel like Riser is better for spinning monsters, when you, or at least if you know what the card is. So we'll Soul Exchange. They're going to Solemn that. Wow. That is quite a big Solemn. How big is Junk Synchron? We could just normal summon Junk Synchron, attack over Retiari. Or do we normal summon the swap, dump Treeborn, bounce swap, set Raigeki Break, pitch swap to pop. But whatever they tag out for... Well, Retiari can't get Retiari, right? So if they have another one, I'll just give them a little thinky face here. I suspect that if we try and attack with Junk Synchron, that attack isn't getting through. So I feel like summoning swap dumping Treeborn probably gets us more value. And then we can keep swap in hand for free Raigeki Break. Yeah, alright, let's do that. Oh, it's going to get charioted. Jeez. You know what? Must be nice to open Solemn Chariot. Okay. Well, in that case, they're probably going to have MST as their last card. I'm guessing the 2 cards in their hand are going to be monsters then. Okay, their last card isn't MST, so that's something. What a stonker of a hand they've got. We can at least go into like a level 5 synchro with Junk. Heavy. I have to pitch the Riser here. Okay. 2/2. We got a Secutor and a Test Tiger. That's pretty good too. But can it beat a Catasta? I mean, they could banish the swap with a Retiari, but they're just going for an quest to add back their Chariot. Okay. We take 16. No Gauze, unfortunately. Just gonna grab a Laquari. Okay. Set chariot pass. Oh, that mirror force is really good here. Do we just set the mirror force? That's risky. If I summon the junk synchron, they're just going to chariot it. I think we set the mirror force first. They might think it's a bluff in this position. We just have to hope they don't draw Test Tiger. Yes, mirror force. Don't be my body. Don't be my body as a shield. It's not. Cool. Oh, that's another Laquari. Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Well, this Cyber Dragon saves us. Let's go special summon Cyber Dragon. Battle phase attack over the Laquari. Caius banish the chariot. What can they do from this position? I just would like to keep that Caius up my sleeve. Alright, I'm just going to pass here. Just going to pass. Drawing to one card in hand with a set chariot. We have a Cyber Dragon on field, a Junk Synchron in hand with a target engrave, and a Caius. If they draw into a monster, they just either summon it so that Chariot's live, or they set it, in which case we can tribute for Caius next turn and not have to worry about this Chariot. They just keep it in hand. Wow. In that case, that should be game. If we go Junk Synchron Special Swap back into probably a Catasta, that's 22, that should be game. No DD Crow. Okay, yeah. Do we want to go Junk Warrior, Magical Android, or Catasta? I think Catasta is the safest bet. And we got it! Okay. They opened pretty nutty there, but we managed to just eke it out. I mean, we did get some really lucky top decks. To be fair, the Cyber Dragon, the Mirror Force, but okay. That really shows, like, Gladiator Beast being such a control deck, they just... You just have to out-resource them, or at least not commit your resources for them to be able to destroy and then gain a card advantage. So that was pretty good. I'll take that. Let's get a second one. Alright, let's stick to scissors. Ooh, scissored each other. Paper? Ooh, okay. Paper again. Ah, got. Okay, so here we are with our second match. I'm not a stickler for, like, cutting out matches where I misplay or anything like that, like you would have seen when I summoned the swap and had to dump the dupe. Because everyone makes misplays, it's just a real thing. Yo, aliens, this is so cool. Okay, I really want to make this deck. I saw it in a Ruxin34 video, and it just looks so awesome. Okay. So, I have to rip off this heavy, right? Because I have the Future Fusion that I don't want hanging around. And then if the Future Fusion resolves, I can straight away make an Absolute Zero. Or a Gaia, but probably an Absolute Zero. I think I have to... They're probably going to Starlight Road me, but I have to hope and pray. Oh, they're going to Solemn. That too. That's fine. You can start on half-life points. Let's activate this and go and show them Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. And we're going to dump... we'll dump the Mally and we'll dump a Treeborn because those, it's just like pure value. I think then... if that's the destroyed by battle one, that's going to be a bit annoying. I think here we just set dupe, set Regeki break, pass the turn. I don't believe they main deck anything that's big enough to out dupe frog. And if they make the Golgar, we can just Regeki break it. Messenger of Peace. Okay. So we could... Standby phase, we'll just put a counter on this. Main phase 1. I could flip up the dupe frog, summon Unifrog, and get in and pop either the Ancient Ruins or the Messenger of Peace. That would be pretty funny. That might be the play. We do have this Regeki break with a decent discard now. Okay, let's flip summon this dupe frog. And normal summon Unicycle Frog. Cool, cool. Alright, we'll go to battle. And declare an attack with this lad. Puts him on a 10-turn clock as well. Declare. Let's... Honestly, I don't care about these at the moment. Let's just target this set. It was Alien Brain. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we did the right thing. Next turn we're getting an absolute 0. And they can't attack the Unifrog. They have to attack the Dupe Frog. So they flip summon Alien Grey. Hold on, let me read. Place 1A counter on it. It loses 300. This goes when it destroys a battle into the graveyard. Sure, that's fine. So it has to be destroyed by battle for them to get the draw. And this is just when it... Okay, we'll put a counter on that. This is just when an alien is destroyed. And we'll summon Alien Warrior. Destroyed by battle into the graveyard. Place 2 A counters. Sure. So Alien Grey attacks over Dupe Frog. We take 200... Yep, and then they can't attack with Messenger, yeah. Swords as well, okay. Draw, standby. And we'll just declare. Grab that absolute 0. I'm just going to get rid of this token. Or the counter, rather. Okay. Do I just normal summon this Treeborn Frog? We could do a bit of damage here. Actually. If I attack with Unifrog, that's 100. So what we could do is attack... we'll do the thinky face, because this is a bit of thinking. We attack with Unifrog. We pop Messenger of Peace. We Regeki break the swords. We summon Treeborn so that the Unifrog can pop. That gives Absolute 0 an extra boost. It's not quite enough, but it would be if we Miracle Fuse the other one. Okay. Yeah, fuck it. We have a chance at game, so let's do it. So normal summon that. Let's declare Melee effect, just because we don't want to banish him from grave and dead draw the other one. Then we Miracle Fusion, banish, banish. For another Absolute 0. And I should note these are both 3/5. Then We go battle phase. Yeah, that's fine. And they should see that the writing is on the wall. I know your swords. Yep, there we go. Alright, we got game 1 against aliens. I'm so excited to be playing against aliens. Unfortunately, that wasn't a great showing for them, but still such a cool deck. Okay, going second, what do we want in here? So, I've never played against aliens before. I've only just watched the video that Ruxin did, so I only kind of know how they play. I think probably we want... What do we want here? Probably dust tornadoes are pretty good for the continuous stuff. I don't think we want the dust shoot on the draw. What else do we want in here? Vanity's Fiend? Then they can't special? Do we care? Maybe Soul Exchange Vanities and we'll drop... Unifrog seems really good here. I think we'll drop the E. We'll drop the maybe one riser. We've put in the Soul Exchange. We want to see that. Maybe we drop the Dandy. I kind of don't hate dropping the Dandy and maybe the 1-for-1. We'll see what that looks like. I haven't really got my side patterns sorted with this deck. It's still very much vibes based, but also who is going to run into Alien at a tournament, so yeah, it's kind of hard one to prep for. This is a bit of a brick. Yikes. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. So we open 2 Regeki Breaks, a Dupe Frog, a Substitute, and a Treeborn, and they're going to play Prohibition. What are they calling? Future Fusion on the Prohibition. Sure. That is nowhere near our hand right now. And set 2 pass. Okay. Standby main. Do we just summon sub? Tribute for swap. Dump a Treeborn. Attack. Bounce swap back. I mean, if we attack and it's... I think we kind of... Do we? Do we need to do anything? We could just double set Regeki Break. Maybe just set 1 Regeki Break. Pass the turn. We'll be reserved in this game. How about that? We went balls to the wall in game 1. So we'll be a little reserved here. Okay, normal summon Alien Warrior. That's fine. Just attacking with Alien Warrior. You know what? I am going to break that just to get my Treeborn in the graveyard. Alright, cool. That's all they're going to do. So we're going to draw... Standby Treeborn. Main phase 1. Okay, so now we can kind of do some things with Substitute. So we just have to go normal sub, tribute Treeborn for swap, swap dump probably the other Treeborn. Swap bounce itself, normal summon dupe, Substitute tribute itself off for dupe, then they can't attack either. That works. Alright, we'll try that. Oh wow. Okay, they just left. Alright, they didn't want to get dupe locked, I guess. We'll take it. It's, I think, kind of a short-ish. Let's see if we can get one more match with this. Alright, we'll stick to scissors. Ooh, got rocked. Alright, let's see what we're gonna open here. Open MST 1-for-1, Treeborn, Riser, Junk. They're gonna lead off with a Rotor. Go search Necro Gardener, okay. Allure, draw 2, pitch... oh, okay, so I guess they wanted the Necro in case they didn't draw into a Dark. Banish Vayu, normal summon Greffer, pitch Necro. dump another Vayu. Oh, dump a Sirocco, okay. So, telegraphing a burial from the different dimension, potentially? Standby main. Okay, so immediately I'm like, do we want to just 1-for-1 into a sub? So we pitch the Treeborn into a sub. And we don't really want to bounce the Greffer with Riser, though. We could bounce the back row. We could space the back row. It's just like, if it's a burial, it's not great. 1-for-1 into sub. Sub gets swap. Swap dump a Treeborn. Oh, we could make a Yugioh play. Keep the Riser in hand with the Treeborn. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, let's space this back row. See what it is. Ooh, Mirror Force. Okay, well, I'm glad we did that. We'll go 1-for-1. Interesting they banished Vayu. Oh, they can Necro Garden at the Yugioh, I guess. But, that's okay. It's big enough. What are we grabbing? We're grabbing a sub. And we'll declare sub effect. Go grab a Swappy Boy. And declare swap effect. Dump another Treeborn in case they're maining DD Crow. So now we normal the junk. Declare. And special out. It doesn't really matter. I guess Substitute is the better one because it has higher defense, but it is what it is. And we'll just get in for the large lad himself, Yugioh. Because this is pretty good Necro Gardener bait right here. They just have the Sirocco there. Gonna Necro? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to end the turn. We've got a Treeborn coming back, even if they DD Crow 1. Okay, they had the other Vayu in hand. That's fine. They can't make a Blackwing Synchro big enough to get over. Well, they can if they don't Plague. But that's okay. We can out that Treeborn into Riser. Because Sirocco and Vayu is just Armed Wing. Armageddon Knight's fine. Playing more than one Necro? I would doubt it. They're playing Melee. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Get your Armed Wing. Yeah. Stacking for Plague. Gonna go for Briar. That's fine. Or are you gonna go for a level 8 for what? RDA? Colossal Fighter, maybe? Colossal Fighter gets over it, I guess. Is this game? Maybe we shouldn't have committed so much to the Yugioh. Yeah, Colossal Fighter. With 2 Warriors Engraved? Yeah. So it's 3k. So take 200. I don't think that is game. Yeah, nowhere near, nowhere near. Sure. All of your cards are now on the table. Ooh, Brain Control is pretty nice. Stand by, grab Le Frog. So, they have nothing. Oh, it'd be so juicy if they left a Melee on their field for us to Miracle Fusion it. So, they have a Colossal Fighter, an Armageddon Knight, a Dark Greffer, and an Armed Wing. We can just summon Riser, spin the Colossal Fighter, attack over the Dark Greffer by tributing the Armed Wing. I don't hate that. We should probably Brain Control the Colossal Fighter, just because it's the biggest threat. Just thinking if we wanted to attack with it, but I don't think that makes sense. spin the armed wing back. Battle phase, get in over the Greffer. So they have an Armageddon Knight, which is doing nothing. One unknown in hand, drawing to a second one. Okay. Yeah, let's see what they got. I don't hate this position, but I'm not... I would love to get a hero up in this mix, just to make it a little bit sweeter. Oh yeah, switching him to defense. Okay, cool. Oh, that's a pretty good one. I think we're going to hold on to that, though. There's no need to extend right now. I think we just go to battle and attack over this Armageddon Knight. Because once they set a monster, like if it's a Raikou or something, then that Caius looks really nice. Oh, they have Dark Armed. Dumping what? Another Blackwing? Yeah, okay. Sure, it's just going to come back. Alright, stand by, we'll get him back. They got 4 Darks Engrave. One of them they can get rid of. If we attack over this, they can't. This Future Fusion turns our Miracle Fusion on. No good Darks to dump. We could Future Fusion for Gaia, dump Ocean. Sorry, no good Waters to dump. Absolute Zero just is the better one, though. I think we got a Future Fusion for Absolute Zero. And we'll just dump a Substitute, which isn't the most useful here. And we might as well dump a Malicious, just for an extra body. Then we'll just go to battle, get in for 1,000 over this Armageddon Knight, which puts them on 4 Darks Engrave, not including the Vayu, which makes it hard for them to just drop Dark Armed. We haven't seen Burial. Burial would be pretty big here. They keep checking their grave, which makes me nervous. Stratos, nothing to search, sure. We don't get our Treeborn back, but that's fine. Stand by main. We'll put a counter on the Future Fusion. Now we just have to think. They're on 6-3. If we tribute for Caius, banish the Stratos, that's 48. If we Miracle Fusion, that's 73. But if they have Gauze, then that's unfortunate. I think we just keep playing safely. We just keep chipping away. We've already got Future Fusion, so we can stand to set this Torrential and pass the turn. The Torrential just saves us from getting blown out by a Burial or a Return. What are you looking for in their opponent? There's not going to be anything to save you in that graveyard. It's all in your banished zone now. Oh, I miscounted. Colossals are dark as well. So they're well off Dark Armed now. Well, they know we got an Absolute Zero coming down next turn. Are they just weighing up whether to scoop or not? Phantom of Chaos. Sure. Target Greffer. Yeah, that's fine. Pitch a Dark. Yeah. Sure. If they can get to an Armed Wing. But then what? Oh, they're playing an Elfin. Okay, so they can go for Silverwind. Do we just rip them apart with the TT here? Well, we're going to lose the Riser anyway. So I think we might as well TT here. Set one back row. Standby phase. Grab our Absolute Zero. Again, there's not really any reason to push. I mean, we could summon this Unifrog just for that extra 900 damage, because it would be 400 from that, 500 from Absolute Zero. We are on 16. If I tribute the Absolute Zero for Caius, target the back row. So it'd be Caius Chainlink 1. Oh no, it'd be Absolute Zero Chainlink 1, Caius Chainlink 2, their return Chainlink 3. I think it's worth it, because then they just don't get it. Though if it's burial, then we get punished for it. I think we're okay. We're okay just sitting behind this Absolute Zero. Just be patient. Are they going to flip the return now? No. I mean, the Mirror Force is gone. Okay. We'll try and be patient. We'll see if it costs us. It does not. They just pass the turn. Okay. Standby main. They're on 32. So now if I summon this Unifrog, it is game. And we don't, if we lose it, we don't really lose that much. We are only on 16. Do we just tribute this for Caius, banish this, Miracle Fusion the other one, get in for game? Jeez, I don't know. No, we'll just be patient. We'll just get them real low. It's MST. Sure. That's fine. We have Fader. We have a Treeborn coming back. I think we're okay here. This is a stressful game. This is really coming down to the wire. But we'll get our Treeborn Frog. Oh, I forgot we had Mally as well. Do we have Mally? Yeah. Here we do. Do we just tribute for Caius? Target this. I think that is the safest play. Okay, there. Are you gonna take the life points? Yep, sure. Then that paves the way for Miracle Fusion for game. Right, we got game one. That was a bit stressful. Okay, going second, we definitely want the DD Crows. Not too worried about the back row. Vanity's Fiend goes pretty hard here. Which I think means Cyber Dragon would as well. Kaiku is pretty decent also. But that's a lot, right? Like, this is where I wonder, is that oversighting a little bit? But we don't want the Dust Shoot. We'll cut down on a Regeki Break. We could even cut down on... Well, we're putting in a lot of monsters. We should cut 2 Risers. Cut the Dandy. Maybe cut Unifrog as well. That's not doing a lot in this matchup. Cut the 1-for-1. Maybe keep the... Cut it because we're putting Cyber Dragons in. Alright, sweet. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see how that goes for us. So it's going to be a bit of a longer video because we're playing 3 matches, but hopefully it's a bit of fun. Okay, so we open 2 Substitutes, a Vanity's Fiend, a Dupe Frog, and a Stratos. This is bricked on monsters, but we are going to start with a bonus 1,000 life points. Armageddon Knight is fine. I'm going to go for a Plague. Set 1 back row, pass. Okay, we draw into Treeborn, which is not ideal. Play here is either set Treeborn, pass, hope that we can get it back and either tribute into Vanities or Substitute or something, or we summon Stratos and search. Searching an Ocean doesn't do us anything here, searching a Mally doesn't do us anything here. I think the players just set the Treeborn. We could conversely set the Substitute to try and wall up a little bit. But do they just immediately make a level 6? I don't see that happening. I think we just set the Treeborn because we'd rather get a Treeborn in rotation than a sub. So they got 5 in hand. They're tributing the... punished! Oh, that's a big punish. Okay. And we take 2/4. That is a huge punish. We draw into our own Caius. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay. This is really bad now. I think we just set the sub and pass. What we should have done in turn 1. I feel like my voice is going a bit hoarse, so I'm just going to get a bit of water. Normal Stratos, that is fine. We're going to add a melee, I'm guessing. All the better to pitch off Greffa. Yep, we're going to take 18 to the face. Can I get a Cyber Dragon one time? No, and Junk Synchron doesn't do it either. Yikes. This is really rough. Stratos Crash? No, we need the Stoop Frog in the grave now. We can... Junk into dupe. Go for Magical Android, I guess. Gain 600, force them to crash the Caius if they don't have an out to it, but those are looking rough. What's it gonna target? Sure. Doesn't get its effect though. Stack for Plague. Yeah, I think they got this. Man, this has been a rough one. Just Brick City. If they bounce this with Briar... Oh, they're going 8. Colossal again? They could have had game. Maybe they're just scared of Gauze. Yeah, bring down Colossal. Return. Okay. So return back a Plague and an Armageddon Knight. Now they can Brio it away. Armageddon Knight, dump Blackwing. Yep. Sink for 6. Is it Brio or is it Goyo? It's Brio. Yeah. Yep. Sure. Pitch the Mallee's kind of nice. That's pretty good. That was pretty tasty. Pretty tasty old play from them. Yeah, you've got enough. Alright. Cool. That was a quick one. Okay. Alright. They are immediately done sighting. So I'm going to go put a Trap Dust Shoot, put a Reigeki Break back in. We're going to drop out the Cyber Dragons. We're going to keep the DD Crows because they are just so good in this matchup. Maybe we'll... yeah, I think just that. I think that's fine. Alright. Can we go for 3 on our matches tonight? I've probably jinxed it by asking that now. Oh, Reigeki Break into Melee. Okay, okay. We'll just Stratos. Go grab Ocean. And then set the Reigeki Break pass. Alright, let's see what you got. Summon Armageddon Knight. Yep, that do be fine. Must be nice to always open Armageddon Knight or Dark Greffa. Dump the Plague. Yeah, that makes sense. MST. I will like to chain it, please. And we'll blow up that Armageddon Knight. Wow, and then they just pass. Okay. Alright, alright. Standby main. So we have a melee engrave. We could go melee effect, special it out, sub it off for a swap. Swap into Treeborn. Dupe lock them? Yeah, I don't hate that. Declare melee. Grab another. Normal summon sub. Declare sub. Go grab a swap frog. And declare swap frog. Dump a Treeborn. We've seen it a million times before. Now, let's go to battle. Let's see if they've got a Gauze check on one of our small monsters. Get in for 100, get in for 1,000, and get in for 1,800. Do you got a goers? You do got a goers. Okay, that's fine, because we're about to dupe lock them, so we don't necessarily need to immediately worry about it. Okay. Main 2, declare, get rid of the swap for another swap, declare, dump a sub, declare, grab a Treeborn, declare, grab a dupe, declare, grab the other dupe. So they are sufficiently dupe locked. We have Treeborns, we have a Caius, we have a Miracle Fusion, we got a Junk. I think we're okay to pass the turn here. They have a Plague. Token's level 7 as well, right? Yeah. So they're just going to tribute for melee, stack for Plague, make an 8. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Go for Red Dragon Archfiend. Ah, Dark End, of course, of course. They're going to break our dupe lock. Sure. That is fine. This goes down to 2,100. Yeah, that's enough to get over it. And we take 900 over that. Sure. You know what? I'm fine with that. They set 1. Are we just in range to game them? Probably not. Stand by. Let's Farogue. We do have a melee. So we summon the Gauze, banish... summon Caius, banish Gauze, they take 1,000. Absolute 0 over that. No, it's nowhere near game. But I think we still should tribute for Caius. Oh, they're going to judgment it. Okay. Wow. Isn't that something? Miracle Fusion attack over Dark End? Do we just... I think at this juncture we kind of have to. We can banish the Stratos. Banish Stratos and a Toad. For an absolute 0. This does put them on 3 darks. But if they pop this, they lose the Dark Armed anyway. So we'll just get in over the Dark End. They take 400. Pass the turn. Oh, they got the burial. Okay. So they can Stardust this now. Yeah. Yeah. That's all good. How are we going to get around the Stardust? That's the question. It's really going to take 200 from this. Yeah. End phase Stardust comes back. Okay. We'll grab a frog. Brio does it, right? Normal junk, special, a swapper, dupe. Sink 6 for Brio. Discard 2, bounce these both back, attack for game. 23? Yeah, that should do it. Normal summon the junk. Declare. Special the dupe just because it's bigger defense. To grave, to grave, to grave for Brio. And declare. Pitch sub and pitch ocean. Bounce these two. Battle phase. They don't have a Necro Gardener, right? Nope. We got it! 3 from 3. So there we go. I think we'll definitely call it there because it's going to be a long video now. 3 matches. Hero Frogs for Edison format. So hopefully you have enjoyed. It's been a blast playing these games, actually. It's a really fun deck. And I love playing Absolute Zero. It's my favorite card of all time. So Unga Bunga, put big guy down that gets boosted by water monsters. It's pretty fun. But if there is a deck you would like me to profile in one of these kind of videos, let me know down in the comments below, because as fun as it is doing the first place decks from my Edison locals, I'm sure there's other decks out there, some kind of meme decks or fun decks that could be fun to show off as well. So yeah, let me know your favorites from Edison format down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.